share. Oke. Oke. Baik. Teman-teman, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih atas
Waalaikumsalam
kehadirannya.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Senang bisa ketemu buat teman-teman semua dan salam sejahtera buat kita semua. Sebelum lanjut, terima kasih juga. Thank you Mr. Tarkan Salar for becoming the guest speaker or narasumber for tonight event of the Protalk.
Welcome.
Okay. I'm doing in the bahasa in English, Tarkan. Is it okay for you, ya?
No problem.
No problem. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, sekali lagi selamat bergabung. Semoga Bapak, Ibu, teman-teman semua dalam keadaan sehat dan semangat. Terima kasih atas kehadirannya. Dan sebagai informasi, alhamdulillah, webinar Protalk atau Professional Talk, singkatan dari itu, hari ini sampai di edisi ke-23 sejak September 2021. So this is the 23rd edition of Protalk webinar since we launched in September 2021. And tonight is the 4th edisi keempat di tahun ini. So kita sudah di Januari, Februari ada 2 sesi edisi dan ini ada edisi keempat di tahun 2023. So saya senang bisa terus berbagi dan mengajak teman-teman untuk hadir, sekaligus juga mengundang pembicara-pembicara yang capable dan punya kompetensi yang juga mau berbagi, itu yang senang. Izin mengawali kegiatan malam ini kita mulai dengan berdoa agar kita dilancarkan, dimudahkan, dan kita mendapatkan sesuatu di akhir nanti sehingga kita bisa implement, bermanfaat buat diri sendiri, bermanfaat buat keluarga, bermanfaat buat lingkungan sekitar kita. Berdoa menurut agama dan kepercayaan kita masing-masing dimulai. Berdoa selesai. Oke. Baik teman-teman, acara ini bisa berlangsung malam ini tentunya tidak lepas dari dukungan dan kolaborasi Pak Leo Nardi Indrakama dan Pride Marketing, suatu consulting marketing management yang dimiliki oleh Pak Leo. Pak Leo, terima kasih banyak, termasuk materi promosinya luar biasa. Thank you very much. Nah teman-teman, tidak berlama-lama, kita akan segera dengarkan, listen apa yang akan disampaikan, deliver by Mr. Tarkan Salar. Seperti judulnya, topiknya adalah how to become a successful entrepreneur dan intrapreneur. Jadi kita akan sama-sama mendengarkan dari Pak Tarkan Salar, seorang entrepreneur, founder dari Canggu. Nanti I think Pak Tarkan will, I hope, can introduce yourself more clearly and more comprehensive. So that's the one. But for sure, I met Pak Tarkan, I think in October 2022. I learned a lot from discussion about almost 1 hour Pak in Pacific Place.
Yeah.
I get a lot, and I feel very senang gitu ya, can meet with
Great.
Okay. Tidak berlama, hope we can collaborate after this Pak Tarkan. We doing coaching session in helping people, organization to become more productive.
Inshallah.
Okay, let's do. Pak Tarkan, you can start the session. Pak Tarkan style is will be kind of talk show Pak Tarkan, ya, but is it good if you can introduce yourself in the beginning and describe something a little bit brief about the concept, anything, okay. And start the question and answer, talking with the audience. Okay. Let's start the session. Okay, Pak Tarkan, please do so.
Okay, so my name is Tarkan Salar. I'm from Germany. I am German, Turkish. I'm born in Germany, grow up. I have a German passport, but I have Turkish roots. That's why I'm also Muslim. And so I will not talk too much about myself, because that's the first thing you learn when people talk too much about themselves, not how the human brain works. So the human brain works like people want to know what is in for them. They're not really interested in too much about the other people. We as a human species, we want to know what is in for us first, not in a bad way, just that's how it is. Yeah. So I start just briefly. I'm an entrepreneur since I'm 18 years old. I just started, no background in fashion or something. I just from school, I finished around 17, and with 17 and a half, I just started my own company. And then with 18, I was really working in my company. And since then, for 28 years, I never stopped to be an entrepreneur. I come across my whole journey, 28 years of experience, and the last 3 years I dive really deep into self-development. By now I did around 7,000 hours of inner engineering, new learning, completely shift what I know, upgrade myself and prepare myself for the future. And in that process, by accident, I believe I found something like a key to unlock human potential in a very simple way. So that's why I developed a program called Happy Super Entrepreneur and Intrapreneur. So this is about how you can be happy, fulfilled, and super successful, so that you have both things, because we know it's not so easy to be fulfilled and successful. Mostly one of the two things are suffering. Either you are not very successful, more fulfilled, or you are very successful and less fulfilled. So when I'm on my journey, I developed 2 worldwide invention in denim, never done before. It was really go like wildfire throughout the world. And I built an 8-figure business. I start from zero and built an $80 million business. And and now 6 years ago, I sold everything, come to Bali, and come down a little bit, start everything new, reoriented myself. And now here I am with my inner engineering and my experience. And now I'm trying to teach happy super entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs. So we will start today with the fundamentals of happy super entrepreneurs. And then this will take around half an hour, 45 minutes. And then you have 30 minutes, or I don't know how long the program is. You have the rest of the time to ask your questions for your business or related to what I'm about. So I can give you the maximum value and so you have some takeaways. For me, it's important that people get always something right away which they can take away. I'm not a big fan of talking too much and no pragmatic things what you can implement right away into your life. Okay, so let's start. The fundamentals of super entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs. You have 4 pillars, okay? 4 pillars how we build happy super entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs. Pillar number 1 is billionaires mindset. So when we talk about billionaires mindset, we are talking about, we are learning from the best high performer, which is also billionaires like Richard Branson, Steve Jobs, or Elon Musk, all of this high performers. We are learning their mindset, how they build their businesses, and how is their money mindset, okay? And when you see billionaires, they have mostly the real successful ones, they have really one thing in common. They are chasing impact and not money. They are chasing impact first and money follows. So what does it mean is this billionaires, what I'm talking about, they are thinking how we can solve the problems in the world or my customers' problems. As bigger the problem they solve, as richer they get. Okay, so if you shift your focus not from how fast you can make money to how big of the problems you can solve for your customer, like the Gojek founder, he thought to solve a problem about transportation. He didn't think, okay, I will make money if I do this and this and this. He was thinking how I can solve a problem, what the people have with the transportation, and he get super rich in the process. Okay, so if you think, if you learn from the billionaires, one thing is really chase impact, not money, and money will follow. Or help others get rich. Okay, so help others and get rich. That is the best formula I know. And all these really successful people, even Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, they don't really care about money. They lived in a very simple way. Bill Gates still mostly lives in normal ways. I mean, he's super rich, but he lives quite normal. And Steve Jobs lived, even he was a billionaire, he lived in a normal house, not like a super big villa or something, because these people think about how big of an impact they can make in the world. Okay. Of course, we don't, these are the top high performer, but we need to aspire to this high performers. We cannot just look down or left or right. We need to look up. We need to look up and aspire to the most successful people, and they have in common, they solve problems and get rich. Google, all the Google services is for free, but they're the second richest company in the world. Apple solve a problem, make everything super simple, stylish, and the programs was okay, but not the best. They just was okay, but he just approached everything more simple. That's why Apple was super successful. Okay, so chase impact, money will follow. That is what all the big and high performers have in common. If you see, if you ask Jeff Bezos is super customer centric. He wants to solve, he wants to do anything for his customer until the one click. You buy with one click, and that's why Amazon is so successful. Amazon doesn't have the nicest website. They don't have the clearest overview, but they have the best service, the fastest service. Yeah, so they solve the biggest problems for their customer. Gojek solved the biggest problems for the people in here, so he built that company, what he built. If you think, and you can approach this even in a very small way. If you make a restaurant, think, what are the things customer complaining, how I can improve their life with a good service, good food, and make them feel like home. So worry about how you make people feel. Don't worry about only the products and price. People forget what you do or what you give them, but people never forget how you make them feel. The number one priority should be always try to connect emotionally with your customers, and this is how you make them feel. It's not always the price and not always only the products. Yeah, so the billionaire's mindset is solve problems, help others, and get rich. And if you do it in this way, shift your focus on results first, and the money will follow. Then you will come, you will get to the point where you really can get super rich. And what is also a billionaire's mindset is they care in the company. They care about their people. They care about their customers, and they care about their products and services. Just one word. If you want to live your company with one word, is care. Then you have to learn, but try to learn purposeful. Purposeful learning means you set your vision and goals. Later we will talk about inner engineering. There you learn to set your vision and goals, and then you learn according to your vision and goals. You only learn the things which serves your vision and goals. That's called purposeful learning. Many people read a lot of things, but they never use it. Okay? And is also one thing billionaires have also in common. They take actions. They don't think too much. They take direct actions. Okay, the smallest actions is better than the biggest plan. All billionaires and millionaires have this in common. They take action. But it doesn't matter how small your steps are. You get only momentum if you move forward. Okay, so care, learn, and have your mini wins. You don't need to plan. You don't need to plan too much in advance. You just focus on really the smallest things. When you make a small promise, you say, I make in the morning my bed, I will make, I don't know, 10 push-ups, meditate 2 minutes, I will pray, I will run 5 minutes. Very small goals you can achieve, but if you do them every day, that's the trick. It doesn't matter how small your goals are, but if you do them every day, then you will compound your effect, and then you will get super successful. It's not about how big steps you're making, it's how consistent you are. That's the trick. No matter how small your steps are, even you improve every day 1%, you will improve in 1 month is 30%. In 2 months is 60%. In 3 months is 90%. Imagine how powerful this is. People burn them out too fast because they have too high ambitions, which they cannot reach right away, and then they stop. Because our brain is designed to keep us from moving forward. Our brain wants only stay in the current position. Our brain don't want to move forward. Yeah, because our brain thinks we are safe in the current position. We shouldn't move anywhere else. So care, learn, mini wins, chase impact, not money, and you will see money will follow. And every billionaire and every high performer in the world, not only billionaire, millionaire, high performer, athletes, every person who is a high performer in some sort of way, they have a morning routine. Everyone. If you set yourself up in the right way in the morning, you will be successful throughout the day. And how you can do that is by training 20 minutes, meditation 20 minutes, journaling or learning something according to your vision and goals. Okay? So morning routine, chase impact, no money, and you will be well off on a billionaire's mindset. That's what they do. They don't do much more. They do just that. They are not born super geniuses. They just learn more than normal people. Yeah. So when you get every answer you have is written in some book because someone had that problem before and wrote a book about it. You can find any answer in an audiobook or in a written book. You can find it. Yeah. And billionaires, they take time to think. We cannot think productively and creatively if we are stressed. Yeah. Elon Musk schedule sometimes 2 days in a week where he does nothing. Jack Ma, he scheduled 2 days also where he do nothing, because our brain will only be creative if we are bored. Yeah, it's not the right way if you treat yourself like I have to do more, I have to do this, I have to do that. You have to work very hard in a short period of time, like 6 hours, 7 hours, because longer than that, we cannot be productive. Everything else is just bullshit. We are doing stretching too much. Yeah. So rest, the best way to work is 60 to 90 minutes working, 10 minutes rest. 60 to 90 minutes working, 10 minutes rest, because our brain cannot be highly concentrate longer than maximum 90 minutes. Okay, so this is billionaires mindset. Care, learn, mini wins, chase impact, no money, and have a morning routine. The best book for anything, mindset, morning routine, new perspective, is read 5 a.m. Club from Robin Sharma. Is the best book I know. 5 a.m. Club from Robin Sharma is super good. Read that book, and this will change your whole vision, how you approach life, how you approach work. And you will be more productive, you will be happier, because more people think working harder is better, but it's not. Because you burn yourself out and then you're not productive anymore. Okay, so billionaires mindset, that's number one. Number two is we as a happy super entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs doing inner engineering. It's very logical. We are, as humans, we are a big cocktail, a big mix of greed, angriness, jealousy, anxiety, fear of failure, fear of missing out, ego. All of this is inside of us, sometimes more, sometimes less. We don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. Yeah, everyone has some kind of mix of certain feelings, not all together, but maybe some of them. And of course, if you have that feelings every day and carry them like a heavy luggage with you to work, to meetings, to everywhere, you cannot make good decisions. But we are making every day, 95% in the world of people making decisions like that. They are triggered mostly from this cocktail. Yeah. And if you want to make better decision, you need to inner engineer. It's very simple. This is like when you try to run a marathon. When you try to run a marathon and you're 200 kg, you cannot run a marathon. But in business, we live this every day. We are here and here super heavy, and we want to succeed in business. Sometimes many people can succeed, yes, even they are they don't work on their emotions, on their mindset. They can, but then they compensate with alcohol, drugs, sex, with this kind of things. Okay, the classical thing when we see super rich people unhappy because they don't do their inner engineering. They are successful, yes, but they compensate with drugs, sex, and alcohol. That is, or gamble, or that type of thing. Yeah, I work and lived with many of my friends. There are some of them, like many of them in Hong Kong, they were billionaires, and they did that. They were addicted to drugs or alcohol or sex or all together or gambling. And there I could really see, and I met many successful rich people, but they were after the work, they were completely useless to themselves. Yeah, they just escaped to those kind of things. In general, to drugs or overcompensating with this kind of behavior. So if you are not doing inner engineering, you have to remember you are 200 kg and you want to run a 200 kilometer or 1000 kilometer marathon. You cannot do that, but we are doing that. We are emotionally, every one of us have, emotionally smaller or bigger package, but we all have it. Yeah, so inner engineering is just logically you work on here and on here with you write down your vision and goals. Just simple. You write down your vision and goals, and when you write down your vision and goals, you read them every day for 66 days until it becomes a habit, and then you keep reading. What you're doing is, when you write down your vision and goals in different chapters, like health and fitness, spiritual life, intellectual life, family life, all of this, because we as a human, we are not one-dimensional, we are multi-dimensional. Yeah, so when you write down your vision and goals in different chapters in your life, I have a very specific goal setting system, how you write it down, and then you read it every day. What happens is you program your mind with your ideal life. You just program like a computer. What happens is you build new neurons, really like new neurons. This is nothing spiritual. You build literally new neurons with information of your ideal life. Okay, so that's why inner engineering is so important. So you write down your vision and goals 3 to 5 years into the future, 3 to 5 years into the future, not too close, and you need to dream big. Yeah, dream big, because if you dream too small, your brain will overthink. But if you dream big and you have no idea how to reach it, it's okay, because then your brain can expand. Actually, it's more likely you will reach your vision and goals if you dream big than small, because small goals will only lead to overthinking, and then you will freeze. You will not expand your brain, your imagination. Okay, write down your vision and goals in all chapter, not only money. Okay, health, social life, financial life, life vision, where you want to live, how you want to feel, what kind of relationship you want to have with your family, with your wife, with your kids. This is all matters. As better you are here and here, as more successful you will be, money-wise too. Happier and more successful. Okay, so inner engineering, write down your vision and goals 3 to 5 years into the future and read them every day. Every day. So you program your mind, then you read it, you feel it, and then you do it. It's very simple. Don't worry how you reach your vision and goals. Just read it every day. That's it. That's your only job. And when you read it, your subconscious will trigger you to start the habits you want to do, you need to do to reach your vision and goals. It's very simple. You just read it. That's your only job, to read your vision and goals. Yeah. So inner engineering basically is, the result will be you write down your vision and goals, then you get purpose, you know why you're doing what you're doing, and then you will, the most important, you get clarity and focus. The biggest problem in life, what we have, is not enough clarity and definitely not enough focus. But you can only get clarity and focus when you know where you're going. If you are a car and if you don't have any destination or not a clear destination, you will never arrive anywhere. You can't arrive anywhere. If you go into your car and don't put any destination, you can't go anywhere. Okay, even if you want to go with Gojek anywhere, you need to put a destination. But in life, we think we can go through life without 100% clear destination. Cannot. So vision and goals leads to you will discover more your purpose, and most importantly, you will have clarity and focus. Clarity and focus will lead to, when you have focus and clarity, you know what learnings you need to do. When you meet people in your life, they come and go through your life, you know exactly what some people can do for you, what you can do for them, because this is like you have a master plan in your mind, and you constantly, your master plan is like like an AI, you know, you get always the information which is circling around you according to your vision and goals. You don't feel overwhelmed, you don't feel FOMO, fear of missing out, because you're clear. Whatever doesn't serve your vision and goals, you don't need. Whatever serve your vision and goals, you focus on. The single most important thing in business is focus and clarity. If you don't have that, yeah, you cannot go anywhere, and not for long. So inner engineering is really important. Vision and goals will discover your purpose more and more, and then you get clarity and focus. That's what inner engineering does for you. Okay, and also here, very important point is start your morning routine, or start meditation and training and journaling, so that you always do something for yourself. In the morning, when you have your hour of victory, when everyone else is sleeping, when you have kids, they're sleeping, your wife is sleeping, and the world is sleeping, and you are awake and work on here, you are winning, and nobody can interfere you. You don't need to ask anyone. You don't need money for this. You only win. You only win by being 1 hour, taking 1 hour for yourself while everyone else is sleeping. When others sleeping, you start winning. Win your morning and win your day, win your life. Okay, it's that simple. If you want a success formula which costs nothing except will and consistency, is take 1 hour in the morning for yourself, and you will see significant results, impact also in your career and in your business. Again, the best book to start with to get you going is 5 a.m. Club from Robin Sharma. The best book. This book will change your life. Then, after inner engineering, we have a warrior's mindset, okay? Because we cannot win in life and in business just by meditating. We need also keep pushing, and we need to be also having the fighting spirit and the warrior's mindset. Okay, sometimes it's okay if you need motivation and you are angry or something, you can let it out. Yeah, that's okay, because you need to be a warrior and you need to be spiritual. You need both. You can, if you're only spiritual, you cannot get enough things done. But if you have both in alignment, you can get anything done you want. So, and the more warrior mindset is, of course, with your morning routine. The Spartans, the movie 300, the Spartans, the warriors, they say when they win the battles in the morning. They win every battle in the morning. That's what they say. They say they win the battles in the morning. And these battles are not against others. The battles is against themselves. When they wake up earlier than the others, train more than the others, and while the others are sleeping, that's when they win. Not when they go to the fight, is already too late. You win the battles before. You win in business when you wake up 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. or 6 a.m. It doesn't matter, but it must be 1 hour, 2 hours before anybody else in your family, so you have this time only for yourself. And if you live alone, the best time, if you're Muslim, is even better. You can wake up at 4, then maybe do quick meditation, then pray, do your prayer, then do quick workout, 20 minutes, and then you can read your vision and goals, and then you can go to work. If you start your day like that, you will be super successful. Okay, so warriors mindset is about to get the fighting spirit, to not be afraid of anything. Nothing can hurt you. You need to also, of course, motivate yourself with like athletics videos or whatever is your inspiration. You can motivate yourself with that. Okay, so you have the warriors mindset is number 3. Then you have best practices. Best practices means you learn from the best companies, from the best coaches, the learnings. But when you have clear vision and goals, you will focus on the learnings, what is according to your vision and goals. Yeah. So if you do this, this will trigger you to focus more on what you want. Yeah. So best practices from the best companies, but what you learn in the course of Happy Super Entrepreneurs and Intrapreneurs is you learn something new and then put it into practice. You learn something, let's say Google, how Google make a market test within 5 days. You learn that process and then you put it into practice right away. Yeah. And most practices doesn't need to even be real into your business. You can many practices only by, let's say you want to test a new business. Okay, you want to test a new business, you set up a TikTok, Instagram account, or whatever account is for your business good, yeah, related to your business, but mostly it's TikTok and Instagram. So, and then you just give a fantasy name, whatever you want, and then you repost stuff from other people. You want to, I don't know, you want to start a fashion business. So you take content from influencer, from other people, and repost it on your new company's website. Yeah, this company is just for test. And then you repost that content and try to engage with the people. You ask them, hey, you like this? What is missing? What else would you like? Blah, blah, blah. So you start a conversation with potential customers, but you didn't spend any money. You didn't launch really. Okay. So this way, in practices, you learn new things and put it into practice. You learn and put it into practice, because mostly we are not eager to learn too many new things because we don't know if we will use them. But in Happy Super Entrepreneurs, the best practices you learn and put it into practice. So you get momentum, you get better ideas. Yeah. So these are the 4 pillars: is billionaires mindset, inner engineering, warriors mindset, and best practices. This we combine together, and that's how you work and live every day. Yeah. So, but we talked about happy super entrepreneur and intrapreneur. So what is a intrapreneur is? Intrapreneur is have the same skill set. The program for intrapreneur is exactly the same like for entrepreneur, but an intrapreneur use his knowledge, his know-how, and his creativity for a company, because not everyone is made to be an entrepreneur, because entrepreneurship is very, very hard. You're constantly worrying about funding, about money, how do you pay the people. So this is not the right thing for everyone. But in our society, we have so much pressure that the only way we can be successful is through entrepreneurship, and that's not true. Yeah. So if you see Tim Cook, the CEO from Apple, he's an intrapreneur. He's not an entrepreneur. Okay. So many successful and rich people, they are intrapreneurs. My vision for companies is, so I want to create a win-win situation with the intrapreneurs and the companies, because according to research, 87% of people are unhappy at work, and 77% are thinking about other jobs while working. So that's really, really bad numbers. 87% are unhappy at work, imagine. So the activity can only be very low. So now you have to imagine if you can bring through entrepreneurship so that people feel more ownership, they feel more safe, and they will feel more connected to the company, they will work completely different. They will work completely different. This is a huge benefit for a company. I, in all these years, could never manage to build a company with mainly entrepreneurs, because I didn't know what that is. I always know only I want to have really good and powerful people, but I didn't have a name for it. That's why I put a name to it, and with a clear step-by-step program, I can implement entrepreneurship into companies. That is an absolute game changer. Because if it wouldn't be a game changer, then the number 87%, according to a Harvard study, would not be from unhappy workers, would not be so high. Yeah, I mean, even look around you and your colleagues and your friends. How many people are super happy at work? And not many. Yeah, so entrepreneurs, they are using their skill set for companies, and then they will grow within the companies, because they are free from I have to be an entrepreneur, I have to be an entrepreneur to be successful. They're free from that thinking. They will only focus, I can be an entrepreneur and bring my company forward, and then the company will pay me that back with money, with acknowledgement, with a better position, with a better company culture. So this way you create a win-win situation. Yeah. And if the company doesn't see what you're doing, then you just go to another company who does see what you're doing. Because for now and the future, the biggest thing will be entrepreneurship. People will very fast understand entrepreneurship, especially our young generation, means too much responsibility. Not many people want that, especially the Gen Z. They don't want that. They don't want own cars. They don't want too much responsibility. Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking that entrepreneurs will be building the company culture in the best possible way. And whoever has the most entrepreneurs, happy super entrepreneurs, they will be the most successful companies on the planet. Yeah, so that was roughly the idea of what I'm doing and what this program is about. And the program for companies is it's 8 weeks. Yeah, for universities is 10 weeks, and then you have 2 days a week. It's 4 hours, 2 times a week, 4 hours coaching, and this is building all the things, all the 4 pillars, what I said, in a very clear, approachable step. After this program, you see most likely everything in a complete different way. You will have vision and goals, purpose, grit, resilience, and focus and clarity. This is what you get from this program. You will be healthier, fitter, clearer, and happier. And of course, by default, as a result, you will be, of course, much more successful. That's it. So now I would suggest, guys, either you can ask related to Happy Super Entrepreneurship, or if you have questions about entrepreneurship or intrapreneurship, you can ask me that too. Please.
Thank you, Tarkan. Let's give applause to you. Very good and inspiring. But I would like the first to ask, is it okay, Tarkan?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I think the basic one that I would like to ask, I'd like to know from you that what is the real difference between entrepreneur and intrapreneur, the definition. I think of us, yeah.
Yeah, but the definition is entrepreneur has to pay for everything himself because he owns the business. So he needs to take care of finances and everything, about salary, everything else. An intrapreneur, he think like an entrepreneur, but he work in a company. Let's say when you work for, I don't know, for Gojek, and you're the CEO from Gojek, you are an intrapreneur. You're not an entrepreneur. The founder of Gojek, he is an entrepreneur, but the CEO is an intrapreneur. The COO is an intrapreneur.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what it means. So we need to understand that entrepreneurship can bring you also to the level what you want to have. Because everyone think in our society, I can only be happy, rich, and have more time when I'm an entrepreneur. But whoever is an entrepreneur know that's not true. As an entrepreneur, you get paid last, you have less time because you have to run everywhere, and you have more responsibility.
Okay.
Yeah, but as an intrapreneur, you can focus your energy, your power, and you are not frozen by the fear of losing money or by the fear of losing all your assets. You're not stifled. You're not frozen by that. You're free.
Okay.
That's the big difference between entrepreneurs.
Okay. So all entrepreneur means like everybody who works for the company, like employee, something. They could have an entrepreneurship, yeah, like that.
Yeah, but if they have that mindset, then they will feel more connected, have more ownership, and move the company much more forward. They are not just going to work and say, yeah, I go to work because I have to for my paycheck. They go happy, fulfilled, and want to move the company forward. They are not worried, I don't get all the money and I don't want to make other people rich. This kind of thinking will not help them and will not help the company. So it's a lose-lose situation.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. My second, before I give it to the floor. to get confirmed from you, Tarkan, the 4 pillars. First is billionaire mindset.
Yes.
That's right. Second is inner engineering.
Which, yeah.
And number 3, the third is curious mindset.
Warrior mindset.
Warrior, can you spell it for us?
WORREIER. Warrior.
Can anybody help me? I have difficulty to find. If you can type down in the chat.
Yeah. Wait.
It's much helpful. Warrior. Warrior. Okay. Yeah. Pejuang, fighter, yeah.
Fighter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, got it. And number 4?
Number 4 is best practices.
Best practices. Okay. Confirm. Thank you very much. Okay, now I give opportunity to audience. Silakan teman-teman, ada yang mau tanya. Bahasa Indonesia is okay, bahasa Inggris okay. Kalau bahasa Indonesia nanti kita bantu untuk translate-nya Tarkan. But I believe Tarkan good in Indonesia also in bahasa.
No. I fortunately I don't speak bahasa.
But you can understand bahasa what we say? No. So please do it.
I need to learn bahasa.
Okay. No problem. Okay. Ada yang resen, Pak Satria, silakan Pak Satria. Mau bahasa Inggris langsung oke, mau bahasa Indonesia kita bantu untuk translate. Monggo Pak Satria.
Thank you, Mr. 43. Thank you, Mr. Tarkan. My name is Satria from Malang City, East Java Province, Indonesia country. I want to ask, I'm one of the founder of cooperative startup. It's different from the company that you have said. You have said about the company like TPK ya, terbuka, limited company ya. But my company is like cooperative startup. Can you give me how to be the entrepreneur to grow my cooperative startup? Because in the foreign country, multi-stakeholder corporation like cooperative startup is more big, like Frisian Flag, like the company in New Zealand. You can give me advice how to grow about cooperative startup company, not just that you have said about the limited company. Thank you.
Yeah. Patrick,
can you
I don't know what cooperative.
Okay.
Just quick idea.
It's like a cooperation or union in the company. Usually, we have Indonesia have first have a corporate. I think you know corporate, yeah, it's clear. And we call it kooperasi in bahasa. Cooperative, like people joining in the one community. They share put every month or every year like money, and then they try to run business from that.
A group, yeah, like a group.
A group.
Yeah.
So they're all equal. Like everybody like pay the share 1 million per year. That everybody put that money, and then they try to run a business from that. That kind of kooperasi here. Yeah.
So
Jadi gini Pak, jadi kita bukan koperasi simpan pinjam, kita koperasi pemasaran digital, ID Botani Marketplace. Bagaimana untuk intrapreneurnya untuk mengembangkan bisnis koperasi pemasaran.
Tapi
bukan
koperasi ini ada anggotanya kan, Satria izin ya, ada anggotanya berarti kan, ada SHU nanti di
anggotanya. Ada anggotanya.
Anggotanya
kita koperasi pemasaran, bukan koperasi simpan pinjam.
Iya.
Untuk mengembangkan.
Tapi izin saya confirm, ini kan bentuknya koperasi, berarti ada anggota yang berkumpul, bayar istilahnya apa kalau koperasi itu ya, iuran kan, iuran koperasi.
Simpanan pokok, simpanan wajib.
Ya, simpanan pokok wajib dikumpulin terus diputer. Cuman ini bisnisnya bukan simpan pinjam, tapi digital marketing. Seperti itu ya Mas ya? Betul Mas?
Betul. Kita punya marketplace namanya ID Botani. Bagaimana intrapreneurnya untuk berkembang?
Great. So Tarkan, let me make it clear. This is cooperation of a group of people who share same amount of money every month, like we call it simpanan pokok, simpanan like saving in the time. And but the business for what Pak Satria and their group doing is not financial. They're really truly a real business, like helping people in digital marketing. So his question is how to make it these people in the group, and also I believe there's employee also, quite a few employee at the corporation, to become entrepreneurship comes up from that people.
Yeah, that is.
They're small, not like a big company or corporate. So he needs advice to what kind they to do.
Very simple. You can only inspire people if you are inspired. So he need to work on his own mindset with the things which I said, small things, morning routine, reading new things. If he is in social media, I would suggest to follow and read the book Crush It from Gary V. Crush It from Gary V. Okay, this is super good. He give very good advice. So he need new insights about social media and how to build a company culture. Gary V do both. Okay, Gary V. This is and the book is Crush It. It's super good. How he can do it is by doing things like different than other companies. But one thing is very simple. We are all humans. And as humans, it's very simple. If he built a company culture where he care about his people, about his colleagues, and not think in competition, just care. Okay? Support, care, don't expect anything in return. And this way he can inspire a company culture with entrepreneurs by caring, by leading by example, but also working on himself with the morning routine, so he become more clear, he become a better leader.
Yep. Okay. Is it answering, Pak Satria, or you need to explore more?
Thanks for your advice. I understand about that. I will look for the book of Gary V.
Gary V.
Crush It.
Saya sudah cover bukunya Crush It. CR. Check ini bisa dari
follow him on all channels. He give many. For instance, he said that for 2023, focus on YouTube Shorts, focus on Facebook Shorts as videos. So he give very short. If you follow him over long term, he give very good advice on LinkedIn, on Instagram, on TikTok. He's really good.
Okay. Thank you, Pak Satria. Thank you, Tarkan. Oke, izin lanjut, Mas Hengki. Silakan, Mas Hengki.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum, Mr. Tarkan.
Waalaikumsalam.
So, I'm so curious here. When you start your business in 17 and 18, a few questions from me. When you start your business, starting from 17 and 18, did you start it by your own money, or you're taking loan from the other businessmen, or taking support from the other businessmen?
I don't have any money. I just have my father give me maybe a little bit, but not much. So I just packed one bag. I just packed one bag with some samples, and then I go from shop to shop. I have no idea how to produce. I have no idea about nothing. I just go from shop to shop, try to get orders. Then I take these orders and try to get goods from Turkey to sell. This is how I started. And so the thing is nowadays, it's easier. If you don't have money, you want to try a business, like I said, just set up a social media account and then post from what business you are interested in. What business you're interested in? No, you.
Actually, yes. Actually, I just developed my other product based on your suggestion for the pillar that billionaire mindset. So I got idea to support how to people always thinking about their own, but the spell on their body, right? That's why I create this product to remove or to eliminate the bad smell on your body. But the main concern is the less you said that you create the social media, right? It means that you focus and at the marketing. Do we have to make our own social media marketing or focus on the ecosystem first? Which one? Ecosystem first.
Very simple. In this specifically, this product, what you have, make videos, say your purpose. Say, I am making this product because I want to help people, Just make videos and try to ask people for their opinion. Just show the product, show the whatever is inside, show the results, and then try to talk to people. Do you like it? Do you really care how you smell? Is that really a problem? And engage in Facebook groups everywhere where the people talk about like deodorant or body smell or whatever.
Yes, deodorant, yes.
So when you engage in there, you understand what the people want. Yeah, this is essential for business to understand what people really want. You just put this product with your video, explain, make content for the case, and you engage with people, you will get a very what is good, what is not good, and what is change.
Okay. The last question: when you start from nothing, you don't know anything about your business, and then you start step by step, and then get more money, and then want to build a company, and then what is the fundamental aspect that you build first? You create your own ecosystem to and then hire some employee, or you only hire for the expert or like the scientist
No.
first? Which one? No.
Everything by myself. I work from 5 a.m. in the morning until next day 5. Work sometimes 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yeah, because
start from Fajar, right?
Yeah, because I'm young. I have my cousin, my friend come for fun. They don't want money.
Yes.
They come for fun.
Okay.
He is sleeping in the boxes, and this is was good. You know, I don't remember like that. So you just need to. But if you want to get started, start first with your social media. Start to talking and remember one thing. Specifically for what you say, that will be the best book. Check out from How to Do Marketing, Seth Godin. Seth,
yes.
You know Seth Godin?
Seth Godin, yes.
Yeah. So he say you need only 1,000 true fans to start a movement. So if you don't focus on the 280 million people in Indonesia.
Okay.
Try to focus only to make few people happy. But really, right? Try to understand what these few people want. They will grow your brand for you, but don't try to sell to supermarkets in Indonesia. All supermarkets do consignment. That's bullshit. Forget that.
Okay.
Yeah, they just take your product. They don't give money and give you what they sell. I wouldn't do that. In Indonesia, B2C is much better. You can sell through Instagram, TikTok, because you have a unique product, so you need strategy. But focus first on, put a goal, 1,000 fans, not customer. Try to create
1,000, yeah. Okay.
1,000 who is super.
1,000 only.
Only
super
1,000.
fans. Okay. 1,000. Okay.
If you make 1,000 people happy, your brand will go through the roof, because this 1,000 people will talk to another 10 to 20 people. You already talk about 3,000-4,000. True fans is not same like customer, because these fans will support you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Tarkan. It's very impressive. It's very impressive.
One thing is, there is a book, Blue Ocean Strategy. Blue Ocean Strategy. Yeah, check this out. This is about, it's like where every deodorant is, there is many sharks. This is red ocean. You need to create with your product a blue ocean. Forget everything else. Just focus on the blue ocean.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Tarkan. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Pak
very
Egi.
much.
Terima kasih banyak.
Assalamualaikum.
Mudah-mudahan memberikan ini ya, insight, Mas Hengki ya.
Thank you, Pak. Ya, saya bisa ngembangkan produk saya lagi. Saya jadi dari karyawan juga.
Produknya apa, Mas? Produk sendiri kan, bisnis sendiri?
Iya, deodoran kita buat sendiri.
Buat pribadi, ini bisnis di luar yang bekerja saat ini kan?
Iya.
Oke.
Berharap untuk jadi pengusaha di luar.
Amin. Bismillah.
I give you one more suggestion. When because it's so hot outside, and for women with the hijab, because mostly the hijab have polyester, and then the polyester from the sweating makes smell. Yeah, many women are happy with that. So maybe if you have some deodorant with for the hair and for the hijab, then would be, I think, also really useful.
Actually, you can also implement it in your for your hair and for your body. All body.
Must make if you take your channel, take a woman, all the situation where.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tarkan. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you, Tarkan. Tarkan, would you mind to tell us the book Seth Godin? What is the title of the books?
All books from him is good. One is This is Marketing. Okay.
So I try to find.
Yeah, this is one. One is This is Marketing. One is Purple Cow.
Okay. Purple Cow. Okay, got it.
Purple Cow. And one is Tribes.
Okay.
This is the 3 best books from him.
Sure. Thank you.
If you're marketer and don't read him, then you're wasting your time. Seriously.
Okay. All right.
He's a marketer in the world.
What's in the third book title, you mean? This is Marketing, Purple Cow, and then?
And Tribes. T-R-I-E-B-E-S. Tribes.
Tribes. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I try to find. Okay. Silakan teman-teman. Ada yang mau bertanya lagi atau memberikan tambahan insight, sekaligus juga memberikan pencerahan lagi buat teman-teman, silakan.
Boleh berkomentar?
Silakan Pak Chandra. Setelah Pak Chandra, Mas Fajar ya. Oke, silakan Pak Chandra.
Hello, Pak Tarkan.
Hi,
first, I'm sorry that I was being late because my internet was dropped. So
no
I think I didn't catch the whole issue that you mentioned, but I heard some words that about the entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah.
I just want to ask you your opinion.
Yeah.
of course, you understand that, like Amazon company, for instance.
Yeah.
The owner, the founder is Jeff Bezos, right? Yeah.
Yes.
And we understand that in 20 years, they managed to build the company with the new capital market to 1.6 trillion US dollar in 20 years.
Yeah.
While the company like, for instance, like IBM,
Yeah.
in 100 years, they only managed to get the capital market only 160 billion US dollar. So we can see that how big is the difference, what they are doing business right now compared to the old timers. Yeah. And I believe that you also agree if I'm saying that most of the company in the old days, they only focus on what do you call it, more on the product, services, innovation, capabilities, competence, and value.
Yes.
But Jeff Bezos said that what is the most important is to have the agility, to be agile.
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is related to your material, your program.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to ask you is, like Pak Hengki just now mentioned about the product, right?
Yeah.
We believe that to be survive for a long time, I know that you understand also about disruption.
Yeah.
When we have a product and then people will do like a Me Too business and follow and duplicate the product, right?
Yeah.
How are you going to avoid that kind of disruption in handling the new product or new innovation? Because when you mention intrapreneurship, like an entrepreneur is actually the owner of the company, right? While the intrapreneur is actually more on the employee who got the authorization to do the innovation.
Yes.
Right. Now, to be a agile company, we need to have employee that have that kind of authorization. All right, because they are the one who dealing directly with the market, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people on the top, they don't know what exactly is going on in the market. So what is your answer?
Yeah, Pachandra, thank you. This is a super good question, and you're talking directly from my heart. So there is a couple of things. Number one, to answer your question, IBM is not disrupted, but they was in a. It's very hard for a brand if they grow into a market to move completely in a different direction and then explode. Versus Amazon have unlimited potential because it's online and they are not limited to any product. Yeah, right. He started a book, but he's not limited to any products. Second is what you said is very true. Disruptive industries, here are some scary facts. According to McKinsey's study, 75% of the S&P 500 American companies, 75% by 2027, this is less than in 5 years, will be gone. 75%, less than 5 years. This is how fast companies, it doesn't matter how big, they are just vanish. Yeah, because our disruptive times, if you're not agile, you're gone. Yeah, that's why I will never understand why corporate companies are still so stuck in their own ways. I don't understand. Yeah, and when Steve Jobs, he said, we are the biggest startup on the planet because Apple is agile. Google is agile. Every successful company you mentioned is agile. Elon Musk, all his companies are agile because they are related how he's thinking. Yeah, and so for the disruptive markets, the best companies who can survive looks like is Japanese. The longest running companies are from Japan. Yeah, they a Japanese minimum business plan is 20 years minimum. Yeah, while Americans 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and return of investment, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and if you mention Jeff Bezos say, if you want to have your money back, then don't invest in here. I only make plans for 20 years, and Jeff Bezos' biggest role model is the old, I forget his name, the old CEO from Sony, the one who made Sony big in Japan when they were really 1970s something. So Jeff Bezos understands short-term thinking will never work out, never. Yeah. So the what you mentioned, the second part is, that's why I think the biggest gap in the market are entrepreneurs. If the only thing how your company can survive is by having that level of workforce, they care about your company almost as like you do. They are, but they need nourishment. For instance, sales training, this is nothing. Sales training, people perceive as they just want me to make them more money. That's the message what people think. It's not true. Maybe the company can have good intention, but when you ask a person, he will say, they just want me to make more money. That's why they give me sales training. Versus my training, because I was frustrated for 25 years because I can never nourish this entrepreneurship because I don't know even the word. I mean, there is no title for it, let's say. We only want super good people. That's not a title. Yeah. And there is also no process. In any company, there's no process for a step-by-step process how to build these people, what you're talking about. Yeah. And that's why these people get all this training, billionaires mindset, inner engineering, warriors mindset, and best practices according to their vision and goals, to their company's vision and goals. And then they will explode. And I was saying in companies is the most profitable, the mid-level management, because they have influence, they have connection to the C-level, and they have connection to the frontline workers. So if you build, starting with the mid-level management to happy super entrepreneurs, this will have a snowball effect throughout the company, to up and to down. Because if you just train the CEO have ego problems, maybe he have this or that problem, until your message delivered to the workforce, very difficult. Yeah. So there must be many components must come together. So as you clearly said, that's why I'm saying happy super entrepreneurs are the future of any company.
Right.
And you know, the funny thing is, the HR, the world, the leader in Nike, responsible for worldwide HR, connected with me on LinkedIn. Adidas worldwide HR connected. Louis Vuitton connected. Other big brands connected. For them, I'm nobody. They don't know me. They are connected to me only because when they read Intrapreneur, every company in the world is curious about that. But you know, the funny thing is, I sent out in Indonesia to almost every company, like 20, 40, 50, 60 companies, free inspirational speech from this what we are talking about as a presentation to inspire the workforce about entrepreneurship. Not one company come back to me in Indonesia, not one. Because that's what I mean. It's free. I wrote it extra so they can understand, because for me, this is just giving value. I promised myself this, the first 3 months of the year, I want to give maximum value. And then the second 3 months, I have different plans. So, but the first 3 months, so I offer all the companies, and this will inspire their people. They get completely different views, etc., but not even one company. This tells me two things: either they don't care, they are or they're afraid. That's it. Yeah. So you know that very well. What you just said is so true, but the companies, the big companies, still don't understand that. They better work with people. Let's say in Indonesia is not 87%, because there's Harvard study all over the world, but maybe in Indonesia is 70% unhappy. That's a huge number. Most people, they are, if you ask them, while they're at work, they're always thinking how I can build my own business. And with Happy Super Entrepreneurship, you give them a free ticket. You give them a free ticket and tell them it's okay to be an entrepreneur and to be successful and get rich. You don't need to be an entrepreneur for that, right? Yeah. So, and this is for me very surprising how schools, universities, or sometimes in abroad, the people a little bit more responsive to this Happy Super Entrepreneur, yeah. But in Indonesia, the companies, I know they will like it, otherwise they will not. I'm also connected with the president from GoTo, from Shopee. I'm just new in here. I mean, I'm long time in Indonesia, but I'm doing this just not long time ago, right? So they are curious about it, but they are not yet brave enough to do it. But they have nothing to lose. They think this can give their employee two crazy ideas. But no one on the planet can control the human mind. No one. Not me, not you, no one. Right? So to answer your question, the market are much more disruptive. The life circle from a company in any country is going dramatically down, dramatically. Yeah. Before, in 30 years ago, was the company life circle is around 36, 40 years. Now is 14 years. It down to 14 years. That's the life circle of the S&P 500. We are not talking about the small companies, etc. Right? And so the disruptiveness comes from everything changes so fast. And if you have people who's not really 100% into your company, you will be out of business very fast.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This is for, that's why I'm thinking what this Happy Super Entrepreneur and Intrapreneur is a very big opportunity, because there is no program in the world, which I know, where you have all together. This program have all pillars together, because I'm not originally a coach. I'm originally an entrepreneur, and I build businesses, and coaching I do because I think Allah give me opportunity to help people, and I cannot keep it to myself. I have to use it. Yeah. So that's why I put everything in one program. I don't care to sell everything separately. I hate every time when people do programs, they say, yeah, but if you want this, you have to do blah, 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 blah. I don't want that. So this program sets you up to be super successful and go through life with a very different vision of life and business.
Very interesting. Good. Thank you very much for your answering.
The question was really good. Thank you. You spoke from my heart.
Okay.
Thank you, Pak Chandra. Thank you, Tarkan. Oke, Mas Fajar, silakan Mas Fajar.
Okay, thank you Pak Fautri and thanks Tarkan for the time and the topic. I think is very interesting for me because I got a lot of insight about entrepreneur because the most topic or commonly topic that I have heard or I follow the training about entrepreneurs is always about how to understanding financial statement and how understanding how to win the market. But Tarkan bring to us with the another side that I mean is very good, Tarkan.
Yeah.
And it's very limited, very limited topic that I also try to search this topic previously, but I apologize, I cannot use my camera because it's not a good signal here.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. I'm Fajar from Bekasi. Currently, I just try to start my startup, and I understanding from your story in the beginning of this webinar that you already have experience be an entrepreneur most more than the 20 years, yeah.
28.
Yeah, more than 28 years. Yeah. Then that I understand also that when we build our business, we become entrepreneurs always in up and down period, right? It's not always we are in success period, but sometimes we up and sometimes we down. Yeah. So would you mind if in your experience or your entrepreneur journey, you can tell us your experience when you have ever in the down period, yeah, how to handle it, and how to keep us still in this track. Because sometimes when I discuss with my friend who already been entrepreneur, but currently they should take U-turn to become the employee again because they feel that they try to build business and they cannot make it happen with their expectation, so they go to the company again and they become employee. So would you please to share with us how to handle it if we entrepreneur and become we are in
the tough times,
in the tough time.
Thank you for actually I am in tough time just or I was in a tough time just when I sell my company 6 years ago. I had like 16 hours very fast-paced days. I make collections for Diesel, for Louis Vuitton, for my own collection, etc. I work for Salar, H&M, for all the big companies, like with my own design and then produce in my factories. So I can tell you, I earn a lot of money. I lost a lot of money, but not lost because of bad business, because I try to support my family, keep my friends in the business, help many people. But in the end, not one person will say thank you. Not one.
Yes, please.
Even family members, not they only not say thank you, they are also angry towards me, even they make a lot of money and I paid really good salaries. I sent them with business class Hong Kong, blah 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 blah. But first of all, nobody shows you gratitude. That's not for everyone. This is for me specifically. So of course, this hurts. That's your family and you care, but you get not only not gratitude, you get also blame and negativity. Yeah. So and this kind of thing happen 1,000,000 times. Your best friend cheated on you, he stole money, blah, 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 the typical things. So then when I closed my company, I come to Bali. From 16 hours, I dropped like super fast and then dropped. So everything I know, my company, all the people I know, because I stopped completely with this part in my life. And then I had to rebuild myself. I felt lost. I felt irritated. I'm divorced. My kids are in Germany. So, and I was not in the stage in Bali where I want like partying or this and this. I don't want to do that. So I was not in that stage. So after I opened just to do something, my restaurant in Bali, but then the pandemic hit and then I moved to Jakarta. And it was really tough I felt lost. I break down, I cried, I learned, I was irritated. I don't know what to do with the rest of my life, yeah, because I'm a high performer, but I have to build myself completely from zero, because what I did, I don't want to do it anymore. So then I started with that book, 5 a.m. Club. And this, something happened in my mind. And from there until today, I never stopped. Like I said, it's 7,000 hours later. So the only way you can come out from bad times is by taking care of your soul and of your spirit, because that's the only thing you can control. Everything else you cannot control. You can have the best product sometimes in the world, but you don't have the sales force, you don't have the marketing, you cannot sell it. So sometimes it's like that. The best way to overcome anything in life is shift your view from outside to inside. Don't worry about anything else. If you have 500,000 rupiah left, buy a book which help you. Don't buy food. Okay, starve but learn.
Yes.
So the point is, if the way how I get out is I never read a book in my whole life. I just in school, mathematics and all that, but I wasn't good in school. I didn't finish. I finished to 10 degrees. That's it. I didn't go to university or anything, so I was not good in school, and I never read the book until, imagine, 4 years ago. But now, by now, 230 books I finished. I like all. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
And I focus on anything else, not on crypto. I don't have for 3.5 years any income. I just live. I was lucky, alhamdulillah, that I can afford it.
Yeah.
But this is focus. I set priority, because I said pandemic, inshallah, will never come back again, and I will never have so much time for myself. I use 16 hours sometimes per day, learning, meditating, making new visions, new goals, etc., etc. Yeah. So, but I started with my dream book. I call it dream book, my vision and goals. This is how I started. I read it. While I read it, I cried, I screamed, I was angry, but I healed while I'm reading. So to answer your question, shift your focus from outside to inside, and just don't worry about anything. Start with purpose. You need new vision, you need purpose, you need something higher than yourself. So my vision is, I want to inspire 500 million people in the world to happy super entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs, because they will go out and change the world. Yeah. So if I have to choose anything, I will choose this. This is my big goal. And I work every day on my vision and goals, but I don't care. Now I'm doing this meeting, so I'm only focused on this meeting. I try, all my energy is in here. I'm not thinking left or right. My attention is in here. That's why I can say what I say. That's why I'm clear as I'm clear. Yeah. So shift your focus from outside to inside. Start with new ideas. This is how you get new ideas. Read the book 5 a.m. Club, or listen if you like audiobooks, and start writing down your vision and goals and start reading them, because you need new perspectives. If you worry about the old problems, forget that. You need new perspectives. You need new drive. You need new visions. So write down your vision and goals and think big. Don't worry. Don't feel and don't worry how to reach it. Sometimes that's the cool thing. You have a free ticket. You don't care how to reach these goals. You just read it. That's your only job. Yeah. So if I have to say something, is by getting new perspectives and doing mini wins. You need to rebuild momentum. Mini wins is take small task. I don't know. You say, I will call 3 people can help me to bring back my business. I will call 3 customers to do marketing. I will do every day, just 3, 2, 4, 5, very small number, not 100, not 50, just small number, but you do it every day. So whatever you do related to your business, I don't know what exactly is your business. So if you, whatever you do related to your business, do mini steps, but you do everything, something. You can put in your phone, what can I do today which moves my life and business forward? What is the one thing I can do today which will move my business and life forward? Or only say, what can I do? What is the one thing I can do to move my business forward? What is the one thing I can do to move my life forward? If your main priority is business and money, just focus on one thing first. Yeah, but you will not find the ideas by blaming yourself, because failing in business or having hard time is absolutely normal. I mean, imagine this would be the same like when Ronaldo is not training like crazy, he will be not Ronaldo, right? And when Ronaldo loses championships, he loses games. Why he is not a loser? But in business, if you have a hard time, everyone turns their back around you, against you, and you feel like that's stupid. Business is just like a game. This is just, you have hard time, so you have to change your training. That's it. Don't be too hard on yourself. Focus on inside, don't focus on outside, and then you will create your outside world much better. Is that satisfy you, or you need another perspective?
Yeah, because why I asking that question, because I meet a lot of my friends who tried doing business as an entrepreneur, and then the problem is when they got in hard time period and they cannot exit, or they cannot have exit way to stay on the track, so they change the goal, they become the employee again, and they cannot reach their dream as entrepreneur. So
yeah, but
it's,
you know, this is okay. I mean, this is not they reach your dream as entrepreneur, because not everyone is made entrepreneur. You know, sometimes you can have the best idea in the company, But as an entrepreneur, your brain is worried about too many things, so you cannot have good idea.
Yeah.
Fail as an entrepreneur doesn't mean you're stupid. It just mean you are not made to worry about only about that money kind of thing. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying to work for others, you need to change the perspective. If they change the perspective and think like more like happy super entrepreneur, then they can get successful within their work too, and no need to worry about money. They have the safety, but they can develop good ideas, blah, blah, blah. Our ego and our jealousy keeps us away from them. Our mindset is stupid. We are thinking, if I work too much for that company, I make them rich, what is my benefit? Yeah, if this would be the same, I do this podcast, I get nothing, I don't ask for nothing, then imagine, I would think, yeah, but why should I do this? I don't get anything. This is not the right way. I can give value. If I give value at some way, this will come back to me. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, and if you change your mindset to abundance and think as an entrepreneur, if I work for the company to the best of my abilities, I will be rewarded here or in another company, but I will be rewarded as a human, because you grow as a human. Yeah. And if your friends give up or something, because we are living in a society where it's too soft, to be honest. No one wants to do anything, but everyone wants to have results. That's not possible. Yeah. And what your friends are missing is grit and resilience. You need a lot of grit and resilience as entrepreneurs to not to give up, grit and resilience.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the perspective I can offer.
Yeah, very insightful for me, and yeah, I will tell my friend as well when I met them. So currently you living in Jakarta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jakarta.
Yeah, maybe sometimes we can have coffee time too.
No problem. Pleasure.
Yeah, Pak Fautri, I asking your permission that to have contact number of Mr. Tarkan.
Sure, will do. I will share later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mas Fajar sudah
Maybe
ngisi
sometime-
daftar hadir kan ya?
Sudah.
Nanti
Insya Allah sudah.
saya info. Okay.
Ya, oke. Thank you Pak Fautri. Thank you.
Terima kasih
Tarkan,
kembali
very
Mas
insightful for
Fajar.
me, yeah.
Oke, ini nggak kerasa sudah mau 2 jam, so we almost 2 hours, Tarkan. It's very interesting topic, interesting discussion, and personally, I love how you deliver and make it this fluent talking, between the audience and you as a speaker. Very, very insightful. Teman-teman bukan tidak mengizinkan bertanya lagi, tapi karena sudah menjelang jam 9 malam, I think everybody should have any activities or will be taking rest later, beristirahat. Kita stop sampai di sini. Tapi izin saya ulang kembali, teman-teman sudah isi daftar hadir semua teman-teman ya. Oke, kalau belum silakan isi daftar hadir terlampir melalui form G-Form, dan otomatis tidak lebih dari 5 menit harusnya melalui email teman-teman yang didaftar hadir didaftarkan sudah menerima e-sertifikat kehadiran dari webinar malam ini. Izin sebelum ditutup boleh kita foto bareng ya. Izin juga untuk foto bareng yang berkenan dan memungkinkan bisa buka kamera. Hai Pak Krisma. Oke, izin. Terima kasih masih bersama sampai menjelang akhir. Oke. Mas Fajar, Mas Fatur, Mbak Triani, Mbak Yana, Mas Lukman, Mas atau Mbak Brigida Tias, Mbak Mutiara, Mas Bayu, Mas Trisno, jika memungkinkan Pak Mulyono juga, Mas Ihsan, Mas Bambang, ada Mas Ron, kemudian teman-teman Galaksi dan anak-anak teman adik-adik Tenas nih, terima kasih. Monggo bisa open kameranya dulu dibuka. Oke. Mas Arif, terima kasih. Yes, Tarkan.
Just want to mention,
Sure.
if you guys want to follow, please follow me on LinkedIn, on TikTok or Instagram. But the best content is, I think, in Instagram and LinkedIn. LinkedIn mostly.
Okay. Will do.
Yeah.
I will share later to their email, through their email. Yeah. Thank you, Tarkan, to remind it. Oke, teman-teman, kasih senyum terbaik. Iya. Pak Krisma senyumnya mantap. Thank you. Mas Trisno juga. Mbak Mutiara Azhara, izin jika berkenan bisa ditampilkan wajahnya. Mas Widodo juga. Izin tetap bertahan, ini ada 2 halaman, jadi tidak tahu teman-teman di layar saya 2, tapi nggak tahu di layar teman-teman mungkin berbeda, jadi tolong bertahan senyumnya agak waktu sedikit. Oke, saya hitung sampai 3, tahan, 1, 2, 3. Oke, kasih jempol sekali lagi, oke, diulang, kasih jempol. Oke. Tarkan, would you mind take a look the camera, Tarkan? Get the picture. Okay, thank you. 1, 2, 3. Oke. Dulu ya, saya paste dulu, cek hasilnya. Oke, great. Kita move ke halaman kedua. Oke, halaman kedua tahan. Ada Mas Lukman di layar saya. Oke, ada Mas Krisna. Terima kasih. Oke, saya itu sampai 3 ya. Senyum 1. Pak Zul, apa kabar Pak Zul? Senang melihatnya. Oke. 1, 2, 3. Oke, bentar saya lihat dulu. Oke, great. Terima kasih. Sekali lagi jangan lupa isi daftar hadir dan otomatis dapat sertifikat. Dan sebelum ditutup, saya konklusikan sedikit. Tarkan, please make a correction if what I'm saying is wrong. But the point is everybody can become an intrapreneur, but not everybody can become entrepreneur. That's right, Tarkan?
That's right. That's
Okay.
right. No, I mean, everybody can try, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying everybody don't need to be an entrepreneur successful. I
Okay.
just want to break this this myth in our head
Yes.
that we can be successful as entrepreneur. That's not true.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's really shifting what I've been in my head previous. If you want to success, should become an entrepreneur, but actually it's not like that.
Everyone, and the young generation is also built like, and that's just not true, because we are not, like I said, not everyone is built for it, and your good ideas will never come out because you are too blocked in here.
Yes. Okay, clear. Okay, thank you, Tarkan. Thank you very much. See you again in the next session. And
Thank you, Bapak.
Thank you, Tarkan.
Thank
you, Tarkan. Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Ya,
you,
di
Mr.
Tenas, terima
Tarkan.
kasih banyak. Mas Ari, terima kasih nih ajak mahasiswanya join.
Ya. Sama-sama, Mas. Pamit ya.
Ya, insya Allah kita ketemu di Bandung, Mas Ari.
Ya. Ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Masih tenis Mas Ari ya, rajin?
Saya udah enggak.
Oke.
Ada agak sakit sini.
Oke,
Harus
sip.
treatment dulu.
Mangga.
Ya, makasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thanks, Pak Fautri, Jenle.
Terima kasih. Mas Fajar, Mas Krisna, Mas Arif, Mas Satria, kita keep in touch nanti Mas ya. Nanti kita kontak. Mas Bambang, terima kasih. Mas Widodo, izin saya end ya.